Okay guys, here in this video I'm going to show you a few different things. I'll show you how to group objects together, how to use the warp tool, and an intro to the Shapebuilder tool. Okay. So for grouping, I might have mentioned this in a previous video, but just another explanation. Is pretty simple here. Grouping is just a way to keep shapes grouped together, so they won't. So they'll just stay together, and you can move them and resize them all at once. Okay. So right now, here's my little sailboat. All of these shapes, though, can move individually. Okay, so if I wanted to keep these all together, all three of these shapes, all I have to do is group them. So first, I'm going to select all of them. So there's a few ways to do that. I can draw a box around it. I can click on one, hold Shift, and then click on the other ones. Or since I have no other shapes here currently, I can hit Command A, and that will select all. Or Control A if you're on a PC. So once they are all selected, then you just right click and say group. Okay, so now these are all together. They will move together, they will get resized together. So that's a very helpful way to keep your shapes organized. When you do that, just note here in the layers, when I expand this layer, I have a number of layers here on this document, but it is now displayed as a group here. So this is a group. I can expand the group and see the three shapes that are in the group. To re-edit those shapes, there's a couple ways you can do it. The easiest way is to right click and just ungroup. And now these are all individual shapes again, and you can re-edit them individually. If they're grouped, you can go into isolation mode. So if I double click here, you'll notice this bar appears. And then double click on whatever shape I want to adjust. So this is called isolation mode. You might have gotten to this by accident, but it's basically you can go into clipping mask or into groups and re-edit shapes. Then to get out of it, I just click this little arrow there. Alright, so that's the grouping. I will ungroup this for now. And then the warp tool is right here. Shift R. Shift R. So this can just nudge and change your shapes once you have a shape created. And you see it's an easy way to go in and adjust shapes. Don't overuse this tool, but if you just want to switch up and make your shape a little bit different than what you've drawn or created with the pen tool, this can be a good way to do it. Okay, if you need to adjust the size of this, you hit enter, and then you can adjust the size of that there. So now it's a little smaller. All right. So those are two tools that I use a lot. The last one here, I will show you how to group item or to merge items into a new shape using the Shapebuilder tool. So we're just going to draw a little house here. Okay. So now this house I have is made up of 4 different shapes. So what if I want to merge these all into one shape? There's a couple ways to do that, but I will show you first using this tool, the Shapebuilder tool. Get to know this tool. I'll have another video later on some other things you can do with the Shapebuilder tool, but it is a very good tool to use. Okay. So all you have to do is select those shapes, select all, Command A, Control A, draw a box around it, or Shift click all the shapes. Okay. And then I switch to my Shapebuilder tool right here, Shift M. I can just click. I'm going to drag, click and hold, and you see that little dotted line that's being drawn? It just goes through any shape in any section of these shapes that it touches, it will merge it into one shape. Okay. Oh, I missed this little section over there. Let me do it again. Go here, there we go, over to that little bit there, up through the chimney. And now, as you can see, this is all just one shape now. So depending on what you're doing, you may want to group shapes together, or you may want to merge them together using the Shapebuilder tool. Those are two good options that you can do. So now this is just one shape. Again, looking at it in my layers, that's one shape there. Okay.